everyone, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel. My name is Shana Jannat and today I will talk about contents of posterior cranial fossa. In my previous video I already discussed about contents of inferior cranial fossa, contents of middle cranial fossa. So today I will talk about contents of posterior cranial fossa. So let's begin. Okay, now look here, this is superior view of the base of the skull, anterior cranial fossa, middle cranial fossa and posterior cranial fossa. In posterior cranial fossa, this big foramen, this is foramen magnum, and this is internal acoustic meatus present in both sides, then jugular foramen, and one small foramen, this is internal this is a hypoglossal canal. So now first we will see which structures passes through the foramen magnum. First write the name. This is foramen magnum. So foramen magnum through this medulla oblongata, medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata passes through the foramen magnum and continue as a spinal cord. Then meninges, vertebral arteries and spinal roots of accessory nerves. So you can see these four structures passes through the foramen magnum. Now we will see the which structure pass through the internal acoustic meatus. So this foramen, this is our internal acoustic meatus. So through the internal acoustic meatus, two nerves and one artery pass. Okay, so two nerve and one artery passes through the internal acoustic meatus. Which nerves? 7 and 8 cranial nerve. Our 7 cranial nerve is facial nerve. Facial nerve or 7th cranial nerve, and 8th cranial nerve is vestibulo-cochlear nerve or 8th cranial nerve, and one artery, labyrinthine artery. So these three structure passes through the internal acoustic meatus. Now we will see the which structure passes through the jugular foramen. This is our jugular foramen. right here. Jugular foramen. You can say 8 and 7 and 8. 7 and 8 cranial nerve passes through the internal acoustic meatus, and 9, 10 and 11 cranial nerves passes through the jugular foramen. So let's see. First is glossopharyngeal nerve or 9th cranial nerve, then vagus nerve or 10th cranial nerve, and accessory nerve or 11 cranial nerve. So these 3 nerves passes through the jugular foramen, and some other structure also passes through the jugular foramen. These are inferior petrosal sinus, then sigmoid sinus, and posterior meningeal artery. So these structures passes through the jugular foramen. Now this tiny small foramen, this is so easy. This is hypoglossal canal. Hypoglossal nerve or 12th cranial nerve. So we can see 7 and 8 cranial nerve passes through the internal acoustic meatus. 7, 8, then 9, 10 and 11 cranial nerve passes through the jugular foramen, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, then 12. Last one, this hypoglossal nerve pass through the hypoglossal canal. So this all about contents of posterior cranial fossa. So I hope this video is helpful for you. Let me know in the comment below, and also please subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.